Check the description for the following discount codes. Just a quick news video today. GT Amiga have finally reopened their EU store. I know a lot of people in the comments have said, Carl, those lovely limited edition blue inertia and chase bucket seats, we can't get them in the EU, we can't get them in Canada. Unfortunately, Canada is still not on the cards as far as I know. I have emailed them about this but not yet had a reply. But the EU store is now open, and we'll take a quick look at that for you now. Of course, there's this new hybrid cockpit. We'll speak about that briefly in a second. So there's the inertia bucket seat in that lovely blue colour. Unfortunately, it is currently sold out, which is no real surprise. As soon as the EU shop opened, it pretty much disappeared. And the same for the chase bucket seat in the blue, of course. The other colours are still available, but more importantly, the shop is actually now open. You can now get GT Amiga products across Europe like you were able to previously. So this hybrid cockpit, you may remember I reviewed a Next Level Racing hybrid cockpit only a week ago, and a short time before that, what was it, a Cooler Master one I think I did. I've done some other hybrids that will switch between positions. What we see here is essentially, from what I can tell, I haven't got one yet, I have asked, is a GT Amiga Prime Lite, but custom made to use the additional sort of seat adjustment, pedal adjustment, and these angled uprights that were available as additional add-ons for the Prime and the Prime Lite, giving you, if you look here, you can switch between F1 and GT and everywhere in between, front and back, much like we've seen on other cockpits. Now, I can see thumb screws already here, so these do look like they will switch quickly between the driving positions. Obviously, the uprights and your wheel deck can't be switched easily. I can see that's still bolted in place. So they've gone with this angled look, a bit like Next Level Racing, and in fact, looking at the bottom piece here, that is angled also at the back. So a little bit of customization, something just to make it look a little less boring, which aluminium profile often can. And of course the pedals are actually on sliders. You can see the lever here where my mouse is to allow you to slide them backwards and forwards. So we're going, and the seat is as well, there's a lever for that. So you have got maximum adjustability here. Now, when I reviewed the Cooler Master rig that did this, very similar adjustment mechanism for the pedals here. There was a fair bit of side-to-side wobble in that. It didn't really affect the racing as such because you don't move your feet side to side too much. Obviously you apply pressure pretty much forwards, but it is present, and I expect it to be the same on these. Obviously I haven't got a cockpit here yet to verify that, but looking at the design, I would expect a little bit of flex there. And again, when you have a cockpit that is quickly adjustable between these driving positions, you do have to compromise on rigidity. The Next Level Racing Elite 160 that I reviewed took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to switch between positions, but that was rigid. There was no flex or wobble, but it took you that long to change positions. This could take you 2 minutes to change positions. So it's a compromise, it's to be expected, and again, this is just from what I can see looking at it here. So hopefully I'll have one in for review at some point. I normally do from GT Amiga, they're pretty good at sending stuff out sharpish. So that's GT Amiga news. Obviously you can click through, you can buy anything that's in stock, discounted links below as always. Asetek, today is the last day of their sale. So currently 15% off if you use their bundle configurator and my discounted link below. So whether you're looking at the entry level La Prima, the mid-range mid-range Forte, or their high-end Invicta stuff, there are some good discounts to be had there right now. Also, going from high-end stuff now down to low-end entry level stuff, Cammus. Cammus have given me a 15% discount code, which is huge, for the first 3 days of every month. So 1st to the 3rd of every month, I now have a 15% discount. The code is KG5. there will be a link for that in the description. I reviewed their C5 a few weeks ago, and I think it's a great entry-level direct drive wheel if you don't, for the price particularly, if you don't need to be able to change wheels for different types of wheel. The pedals they come with, not great. There is actually a upgrade they've sent me for those that gives it that sort of progressive feel that you get on the Logitech G920, for example. You know, it's an elastomer type insert. I'm yet to try that. I'm sure that'll make the pedal feel a little better, but ultimately it's still not a load cell. But of course, there is the LC100 pedals that they do here. I'm not yet to review those, not to review them, whichever way those words should be around. I haven't reviewed them, but they're going to be better than the ones that come with the C5, which is what you see here. But I mean, these do function, like I say, they're really designed for carpet use more than rig use, you know, in more of that sort of recline position to be pushed down onto the floor. Anyway, yes, 15% off those using the discount link below. 15% off Asetek by the end of today. I think that finishes. They say the end of this week, so it could be Sunday, but best get in there sharpish if you need to. And GT Amiga back in the EU and back now with a hybrid cockpit. Again, discounted links available below should you want to pick up anything you see here today. Anyway, have a nice weekend, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy.